Hi, I'm Ryan. I've always received some common inquiries and key considerations of a home upgrader, and today I'm going to address them. Okay, here we go. Share with us a quick explanation of what it means to upgrade a property. I think to most Singaporeans, property upgrading has a lasting impact in their lives that can affect their retirement plans as well. From what I witnessed personally, there's actually a difference in one's mindset and their quality of life. The choice of their private residential project that they upgraded to have also shown in contrast in terms of their wealth accumulation. Now, I'm not saying that real estate is a magic pill to have a happier life, but I think we need to recognize that in Singapore, the addition to owning which real estate is a major component in our life planning. Next question. What are some of the most common reasons people look to upgrade their property? Well, the reasons vary. Firstly, some want to upgrade their lifestyle, being able to enjoy the condo facilities like the pool, gym, function room together as a family. There are some projects in the market now that offers up to 100 over facilities. So really, that's amazing and very attractive to upgraders. Secondly are the more personal reasons like wanting to stay close to parents, their workplaces, and recently there has been an emerging trend of upgraders buying close to good schools in order to have a shot of enrolling their schools in that school. Lastly and most importantly, I think Singaporeans do recognize the fact that private residentials offer higher potential in terms of price growth compared to HDB. Let me offer some perspectives. In 2015, the price gap between condo and HDB is about $850. Today in 2022, the price gap is about $1,250. So it is clear a private residential property is a much better asset in terms of wealth preservation, and I think the market recognizes that. Next question. In 2021, we have seen strong price increases for the condo market, which many experts like to attribute to HDB upgraders. Explain to us this phenomenon. Yes, HDB upgraders are definitely one of the drivers, and I would like to say one major reason is a four-letter acronym called FOMO, fear of missing out. Just last month, URA released the figures for 2021. Prices for private residential increased 10.3% compared to 2020, and sales is nearly up 82%. So Singaporeans must be asking themselves, did their incomes rise 10.3% last year as well? And if not, and they wait any longer, they will soon be priced out of the market very soon, isn't it? So that created a bit of euphoria in the market last year, as quite a sizable of them bought the properties due to fear of missing out. Another significant group I wish to highlight are the first-time property purchasers. Now, due to COVID-19 that caused BTO construction delays as long as 6 years, I also had clients, mostly young couples, who failed to get the PTO balloting as many as 8 times. So this group of buyers created strong pent-up demand for immediate housing needs, and therefore went in to buy resale properties and push out the price significantly up as well. So I would say these two group of buyers are the main drivers of what we witness today. What are some of the hidden costs or cash flow issues associated with upgrading properties that property upgraders should be mindful about? Yup, 3 things. Number 1 will be the CPF accrued interest, which surprisingly not many people are aware of. The accrued interest is the amount of interest that you have earned if your CPF savings had not been withdrawn for housing. In the perspective of the government, CPF is meant for retirement needs, and since it is an opportunity cost for using CPF monies, therefore you will be required to refund the CPF plus the accrued interest as well after selling a property. Do note that the CPF accrued interest does not stop even after the HDB flat is fully paid. Number 2, should you choose to upgrade from HDB to private residential property, there will be a spike in monthly mortgage repayments. To give an illustration, currently if you are a HDB owner, and I'll say your monthly mortgage should be around 1,000 each month. Assuming you upgrade to a 3-bedroom condo and you take out a loan of $1.2 million at current interest rate, the monthly mortgage will be close to $4,000. So this is one important factor that HDB upgrades So this is one important factor that HDB upgraders need to prepare both psychologically and financially. Having said that, this brings me to my third point, that $4,000 may sound scary to some and people are having the impression that banks are making the entire $4,000 from me. That's not true. The monthly repayment is actually split into two components, about 84% principal and 60% interest. The principal is your money which goes to real estate, whereas the interest is what the bank earns. In other words, the bank only makes $640 out of the $4,000, and the rest of $3,360 shall be for savings which goes in the property. So it's not that bad after all. Okay, next question. How will the heightened ABSD rates from the recent cooling measures in December 21 affect property upgraders' affordability and the type of properties they can purchase? So in short, the government did two things. Firstly is to increase the stamp duty for only the second and third property. And number two, restricts the amount of mortgage loan you can borrow by 5%, which is not really significant. To give everyone an example, assuming a single 40-year-old Singaporean making $10,000 a month wants to buy a private property. Before cooling measure, this particular profile can borrow up to $1.2 million, and this max property price he can buy is about $1.6 million. Post cooling measures, he can borrow close to $1.1 million, and max property price he can buy $1.46 million. So in conclusion, the borrowing is only reduced by $100,000, which is not a lot. I expect sales to pick up significantly after 1 to 2 quarters, and the market will continue to be bullish for 2022. What are some of the common mistakes property upgraders can make? So this is a very good question. I would like to urge property upgraders to exercise financial prudence when they upgrade, because I've seen home upgraders being too optimistic in their finances, and in the end, they have to sell the property at a loss because of unforeseen circumstances. Always good to save at least 6 months of income as emergency funds, and do prepare in the scenario they are unable to work. Can they still finance the property? Are they comfortable with the monthly mortgage installment? Good to go through the figures with your property agent to come up with a detailed financial calculation on your affordability. Secondly is buying on emotions. I want to remind everyone the way the show flat is built by developers is meant to sell. It's quite easy and tempting for first-time upgraders to enter a show flat, get overwhelmed and buy on impulse without doing enough homework like comparative analysis against nearby projects in terms of pricing. So property upgraders should be able to understand concepts like 99 years versus freehold, resale condo versus new launch, what are the pros and cons, any particular location that has promising growth potential, high rentability demand, what kind of tenants, etc. So please do your homework, talk to your preferred agent if you have one before committing to a property. So thank you for all your questions. I hope I've cleared some of your doubts, and if you have further inquiries, feel free to contact me. I'm Ryan. See you next time.